Are you the famous Tony?
That's me.
Tony with a 50s Buick.
That's me.
How you doing, man?
How you doing, bud?
I'm Johnny at Mr. Classik.
Nice to meet you, Johnny.
Pleasure.
Heard a lot about you.
Thank you, man. Well, I heard a little bit about this Buick.
Yeah. Just picked her up and wanted to talk to you, get your opinion.
All right, so give me a little bit of history on the car and
all original.
How you acquired it. I like to hear a little story.
Okay.
About every vehicle that we take a look at here.
Okay.
Now, what is it?
It's a 1950 Buick Roadmaster Special with the Dynaflow transmission, which apparently came out of a World War II tank, or they were surplus, so they ended up putting them in cars in the 50s. I am the third owner. The old man who I bought it from was almost crying, just had the car forever. And it's all original, 6-volt system. The paint's original. The tires were changed not too long ago. Other than that, the car's 100% original. I have the original bill of sale from 1950s. I have all the paperwork on the car. It came with snow chains. Got those too.
That's very interesting. It came with this original snow chains.
It came with snow chains. Car is in, I mean, for 72 years, it's not looking that bad.
No, super clean. Super clean car. And I think the patina is character.
That's what everybody says.
It's character. My opinion from looking at the car at first glance is it's a 4-door, it's a sedan. I probably wouldn't do paintwork on it.
Really?
I think the paintwork as it is, it gives the car its vintage character, and gives it its history. You know, I don't know if you're looking to do a full restoration on this car, or do you want to enjoy it?
I'd like to just enjoy it. I like to enjoy it. I thought painting it, making it shiny black, the whole nine. But everybody's told me the same thing you just told me. Don't touch the paint. Leave it original. Leave all that red stuff coming out. That's the way to do it. Yeah,
that's especially look like the wear right there.
Uh-huh.
That's the black that's already worn out in certain areas.
And it's going to
that's
blue.
That's a factory primer.
Gotcha.
That's under the finish. So these vehicles in these times, we're not painting in what we do today, which is 2-stage. So 2 stages that you lay the color.
Okay.
And then once it dries and it cures, then you lay a clear coat.
Gotcha.
So the base coat will come out in a matte finish. Every base coat comes in
ends
up coming out in flat, and then the clear is what gives it the shine.
Okay.
So these cars were painted in single stage, which is already the black and the clear all mixed together. So they spray it one time, and what happens is as the paint wears, you're not getting the clear wearing, you're getting the black. The black with the clear in it is wearing out.
And that's this grayish
and that is what
bluish.
you're seeing is the black has already disappeared because of age.
Gotcha. And then all this red stuff, that's the actual patina kicking in.
That's a patina kicking in. So in some areas, you're going to have the reddish, which is prior to the gray. So
Gotcha.
remember, these cars came in, I think, in 2-stage primer. So you're going to have this is the first line of wear, and then that's the second line of wear.
Got it.
Or vice versa. It could be. It could be maybe that this is the bottom, and that is the prior to this.
Wow. So you recommend leave it just like that?
I mean, I think the car has character. The wheels look great on the car.
The chrome
is clean.
Chrome is clean except for this part right here, which I think I can remove. Maybe get it re-chromed. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I see like a little rivet in the back here, so this could be removed. I mean, the chrome, you could actually.
This part right there.
Yeah, see that? That's all removable. You can remove that. Re-chrome. Now, drivetrain. Tell me a little bit about the drivetrain. I saw a little snippet of the motor, and it looks clean.
Very clean.
It looks like it's been restored.
No, actually, he just painted it.
Oh, he painted it.
Just painted it. It's the straight 8 with the Dynaflow two-speed transmission. The only thing he rebuilt was the carburetor, and that was it. I just drove it now for whatever it is, 20 miles or whatever.
And all good?
45 miles an hour, 50 miles an hour, no problem. 6-volt, everything, the generator.
It's amazing. It's amazing to see that these cars are still on the road.
I mean, when he started it up, I said, okay, I gotta buy it. I mean, it started, he touched it, started right up.
I could imagine this guy was emotional
definitely emotional.
We're parting with it.
Almost to cry. His friend was there and told me that if he really didn't have to sell it, he wouldn't sell it, and that it pains him to sell it. And the old man just told me to take care of the car. That's what he told me.
No, that's usually what somebody will tell you. Please take care of her. Make sure she goes to a good home. I'm assuming she's at a good home. Now tell me.
Yes.
So what is your vision for the car?
I want to keep it stock. I thought about painting it, making it shiny black again. But based on your recommendation, I'm probably just going to keep it just the way it is. And
now that's not always
the case.
The case. Remember, I'm a third party viewer on this case, and you are the owner. So
right.
Main importance is what you want to do with the car. If you want the car painted and you want to have a nice, shiny, straight finish, then that's what we get. That's what we get. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you, let's say, like I noticed that the bumper has, a little
ding,
ding or a dent in the back. That can be repaired. Sometimes we can get a factory bumper, without damage. As obviously a bumper, having to repair it is additional cost to rechroming it.
Right.
And then repairing that bumper is gonna require rechroming it because it's gonna get damaged. There's also wear. Where the paint's gone already.
Right.
But again, the reason why you have this type of finish here is because it's flat. So water lands on it and stays. The water doesn't fall off. So
okay.
things have settled here, which is why you see the finish here different than here. This wear is a little different than this because this is flat. That side hasn't taken as much wear as this side. Again, remember these steel bumpers, they get hooked with whatever. Maybe if you see here, you see that there's a little deviation here on the bumper. Maybe this was caught on something, and it bent the bumper, and this is what caused the bumper to come out a little bit.
I see that now.
All those little things can be corrected. Here behind this carriage bolt is a bumper bracket. Maybe the bumper bracket could be, pulled
pushed
backward. The bumper can be pulled, pushed back in. But man, I haven't seen a car like this in a while. But I think the character that this car has, in this type of, in that type of finish, and you see the wear, and you see the age, that's history, that's wisdom, that we look at a car and then we enjoy. But then again, these are all things that you can contemplate as the new owner, figure out, do I want to keep the car original? Maybe you keep it like this for a little while, and you're like, well, you know what? Now it's time. I want to make it nice, and I want to paint it so I can enjoy it, and I can take it out and I can park it somewhere, and people will be like, wow, that's straight, clean.
Right.
It's not an aged car. All right, so let's take a look at the interior.
Let's go. So there you go. All original.
Wow, the dash is clean. The steering wheel is impeccable. See, I see here the age of wisdom.
Yes.
In the fabric, which again, it's also character. I like to enjoy the age of a vehicle because it tells a story. You don't know if maybe that was the owner's thumb for 30 years that was getting caught in that little area there. So that probably has a little piece of nail.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, even the back, the carpet there has a little wear on it.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, the seats, everything looks.
Now, the interior, you'd like to leave it the way it is?
I'd like to leave the interior for now. Just for now. I mean, unless I was gonna go all out crazy, but I think my main thing was the paint on the outside. I think maybe leave the seats the way it is for now. Maybe just change. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna run it all by you. Maybe we'll figure out to do the whole interior and maybe paint it. What that would run, and what your suggestions are for that.
Look, my suggestion regarding paint is give it thought. But if your initial gut inspiration is to have a good finish, then paint it. Okay. And remember, now it's your car.
Right.
It's not the owner's car anymore.
Not anybody's car. Right.
The owner told you take care of it. And painting it is taking care of it. You're taking care of it.
Absolutely.
Now you're correcting paint. The car, luckily, man, the car's super solid. I don't see any rust.
Nope.
Busting through anywhere. That's important right there.
No rust under the vehicle either.
A nice prep work, a nice base preparation, and even a single stage, shot of like jet black, dude, would really bounce off the chrome, and this car would look really, really nice. Let's take a look at the electrical. I did notice that there was a little bit of fraying and some wiring. So I see, I see that these are vintage wiring. So the vintage wiring, if you notice, they have like a fabric cloth over them.
Okay.
That was the old style.
Original.
Just like in the houses built in the early 1900s, all the wiring inside the walls were the same material. And as our technology grew and components became more technologically advanced, we went to the wiring you see now is with that nylon covering. But see, this is all 6 volts, original stuff. That I would say, if some things aren't damaged and they're working properly, I have a saying, bro, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Because a lot of times you start trying to perfect and re-engineer things that are working at the moment, and then they just create more complications. And usually what you want to do is you want to kind of stay on a budget. Right. I don't mean a budget by cheap. I mean a budget that you say, okay, I want to spend $10,000, and you don't want the $10,000 bill to become $18,000. Right. If it's $10,500, it's okay. It's okay. 11, but if it's $18,000, then it becomes a problem. And things in this type of, in my industry, they snowball very easily.
This is another thing I think we need to look into. I mean, it's very bouncy. Probably the shocks need to be redone. Who knows if they're, I doubt they're original, but if they are, this is a problem. Very bouncy.
I would agree. Like, can I do it too?
Yeah, go ahead. Yes, very bouncy.
Yeah, this, I think with a set of new shocks.
New shocks.
For the application of a 50 Buick, it would probably, it may not make it rigid solid, but at least it
won't be as bouncy as this.
It won't be as bouncy as that.
Yeah.
Let me think about what else. Man, the thing is, the car is in a very clean state, man. I think a lot of the things I would leave as is, because again, I told you, the character of the car, I like the fact that this car has that aged look that tells a story. So, paint work, I think if you want to do the paint work, it's great, but I would say, maybe give the car at least a thorough inspection. Yeah. Just to make sure that you have the green light from me to tell you, hey, you can go to Kendall or you can drive to the Keys, no problem. So Tony, hey, great to meet you, man.
Nice meeting you, man.
Dude,
I appreciate
the car's beautiful.
Thank you.
I mean, these cars are a work of art, dude. And I can't criticize this car
good
at all.
Good vibe.
It's good. It's a good vibes. It's a good car. If you want, let's go to my office.
Let's
make a formal list.
Make a list of what we need to get done.
Where
we will be at, and
we'll make a schedule for you to come back. We'll do a formal assessment, and then I can give you my suggestions on what we can do. We come up with a proper budget, and then we'll schedule the car to come in and we'll get to work on it.
Sounds good to me.
Like and subscribe, Mr. Classik.
Subscribe to Mr. Classik YouTube channel for more episodes.